Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. No eggs, no problem. We have some ideas of how to do baking with no eggs. So come along and see what we're going to chat about today. So how many times have you gone to maybe bake a cake or bake those brownies that you want for dessert tonight, or make pancakes in the morning or something like that, and you go, oh no, I ran out of eggs, I forgot to go buy them. Or the price of eggs are just too high, or you maybe just, don't want to use eggs for a while, or maybe you have an allergy to eggs or anything like that. There's been many times where I didn't realize someone in the family used the last 2 or 3 eggs that I thought I had. So what can we do? What can we do in case of an emergency, or just in case you just don't want to use an egg? What other options do we have? Are there options for baking without eggs? Yes, there is. Couple of things that you can do, and some of them I have tried, some of them I have not tried. Some I've tried with success and some not so much. So I'll let you know what information that I have used myself and a few other tips that you can use along the way. So one that I have used is unsweetened applesauce, 1/4 cup to replace an egg. I have done that many, many times. I've actually used sweetened applesauce. I don't always have unsweetened on hand. And if you use sweetened, just cut back on the sugar that you would put into your recipe, and it comes out perfectly fine. I've also used 1/4 cup of yogurt. Plain yogurt. If you're making something like a banana bread and you have say a strawberry yogurt or something like that, you'll be fine. But for the most part, plain yogurt, if you have that, if you use it for smoothies and things, 1/4 cup can replace an egg. Also buttermilk, 1/4 cup of buttermilk can replace an egg, and I've done that before. And you can get the powdered buttermilk, which is what I keep. I get that. And like powdered milk, it's powdered buttermilk. I like that because I don't go through buttermilk quickly enough to buy it and keep it in the fridge. You can freeze it, but then it's like you have to defrost it when you need it. So I just get the powdered buttermilk, and you can just follow the directions on there for how to make it. But you would want to use 1/4 cup of that. I've not tried this, but I heard that 1/4 cup of silken tofu is also a replacement, and that's also good because for those that are vegetarian, vegan, that is an option for you. I've never used it, but I've heard that works well. Probably might be like a yogurt type consistency. Okay, another thing I have not tried but I would like to try, and I heard it works very well because it gets very frothy and foamy and gives that kind of denseness that you need, like an airy kind of a bounce, I guess is what I'm trying to say, not a denseness. So you have baking soda and vinegar. I would probably go with apple cider vinegar myself, or you can use white vinegar. And you're going to take a teaspoon of baking soda and a teaspoon of apple cider vinegar or white vinegar, mix it up. You're going to let it sit till it froths up, and then you will put that in whatever you're baking. Another thing, and I have done this, a banana. You would want 1/2 cup of banana. You can use 1/2 cup of pumpkin from the can, or you can use 1/2 cup of mashed avocado. Now with all of that, if you're making like a brownie, I don't know that I would use banana or avocado or pumpkin. You're probably going to get a hint of a flavor. Maybe not a lot. It's only 1/4 cup. But even still, just think through that. If you're doing pancakes or something like that, you'll be fine. Certain other breads, you'd be fine. So with all of this, you're going to have to decide what's going to work for you, and depending on exactly what you're making. Another one that I have not tried, and I want to try it, is chia seeds or flax seeds. And you grind them up into a powder. So you're going to do 1 tablespoon of either one, chia or flax, once it's ground up, and add 3 tablespoons of water and mix it well. And you're supposed to let it sit until it thickens up a little bit, and that would be the same for an egg replacer. And I think that's a great option because chia seeds and flax seeds are extremely healthy for you. So I think that's a great alternative just to get the extra vitamins in there. The other thing that you can get is an egg replacer, something like this. I picked this up. It's $3.75. It's the equivalent of 34 eggs. I had picked that up with all the height of, you know, run, buy food, stock up, and all the rest. I decided, well, what if I couldn't get out? I couldn't get somewhere. I couldn't get fresh eggs. I got this egg replacer. I used it once so far. And now, if any of you have ever used an egg replacer such as this, I would love to know how it was for you. I made brownies and I used this because I ran out of eggs. And I thought, you know what? Perfect opportunity. I had done a haul video, I don't even remember when, and I had said that I had purchased this. And to do this, you combine 1 tablespoon of the egg replacer with 2 tablespoons of water, mix well, and let sit for 1 minute to thicken. I was not thrilled. My brownies just, they didn't cook the same. Now, I've done cooked brownies before with applesauce, and I didn't notice the difference. I didn't have an egg in it. So I'm going to try this again in another, like maybe in a quick bread or a banana bread or something like that. I do want to try in other alternatives and see how it comes out. But just so you know, the ingredients in this is potato starch, tapioca flour, baking soda, and some other kind of husk. I don't know what that is. So you probably could make this on your own if you wanted to get all those ingredients. So this was $4, or yeah, $3.75, $4, which is 34 eggs. And at the point that the cost of eggs are right now, this is actually pretty cheap for 34 eggs. I might consider this in pancakes or something along that line. I think it would be fine. Maybe in a quick bread. The brownies, just no, I would stick to the applesauce. I really think the applesauce and the yogurt, to me, are my favorites to use as an egg substitute. I've had a few of you ask me, can I do things without the eggs? So here's an idea. If you are interested in getting a copy of the list, if you didn't write all this down, you can always visit my blog. I just posted an article on my blog today about baking with no eggs, no problem. There are alternatives and substitutes, as I mentioned, and you can go on my blog. It is listed in the description below if you just want to look it up, www.resumeofamother.com. So thanks for coming over today. I hope this little tip was helpful, a little life hack here on how not to use eggs with your baking. Thanks so much for coming over, and we'll catch you all on the next video.